Once upon a time, there was a man who was shot with an arrow. His friend rushed to remove the arrow, but he said, "No, don't remove it. Who shot me? What village is he from? Why did he shoot me? What kind of arrow did he use in shooting me? What kind of tree did they use to make the arrow? What feather did they use?" His friends were begging him, "Please, let us remove this arrow. You're going to die. It is poisonous." But he kept asking those questions until he died from the poison of the arrow. This parable was given by Buddha himself to one of his students who refused to accept peace and was asking questions. Buddha told him that for the man to understand that at a time you need to calm down and do the right thing first before all your questions are answered. Sometimes we suffer the same trap as that boy. Our mind keep asking us questions, we keep thinking, overthinking to the extent that 2 a.m. at night we are awake thinking. Here is another story that will help us understand overthinking more vividly. My name is Ali Abdullahi and this is The Apprentice Mind. Staying teachable is how we avoid destruction. Once upon a time, there was a man called Sisyphus. He was a clever king from Corinthus, so clever that his cleverness put him in problem. One day, Zeus took the daughter of Sisyphus and vanished with her. Sisyphus in the Greek mythology was the god of river. Sisyphus met Sisyphus and told him that, "I know where your daughter is, but I will not tell you until you solve the problem of my village, until you solve the problem of my town, which is we are finding it difficult to have water." Apostle said, "No problem. If you tell me where my daughter is, if you show me who took my daughter, I will do that." Sisyphus said, "Do that first before I let you know." Apostles make the village, the kingdom to have water, and Sisyphus told him who took his daughter, which is Zeus. Now Zeus, as you will imagine, was not happy with what happened. He was not happy with Sisyphus, so he ordered Death itself to go and pick Sisyphus. When Death come to pick Sisyphus, Sisyphus show admiration on how Death perform its action and admire Death's chain. Sisyphus asked Death to show him how he used his chain. Death was flattered and he shows Sisyphus how he used his chain. Sisyphus now used the chain against Death. If you notice, Sisyphus is a smart guy, and I notice the correlation between overthinking and a lot of smart people. It's more likely for someone who is smart to stay awake overthinking of a particular situation to the extent that he will get to analysis paralysis, which is unable to do anything because of thinking. Sisyphus went away freely while Death is chained. But because of this interrupt of the natural order, people were able to die on battlefield. Sick people were feeling pain but when able to die. The whole order was disrupted, and this is something that happens when you disrupt the natural order. The gods has to come in and free Death. Just as you will imagine, the Death is free now. It will come for one person for sure, which is Sisyphus. But Sisyphus have prepared for that. He has told his wife beforehand that if he died, he shouldn't be given a proper burial. He should be tossed away just like that. Death came and took Sisyphus, and Sisyphus went to the underworld. Sisyphus told the gatekeeper of the underworld that he was an honorable king and he was not given a proper burial by his wife and his people. Let him go back and punish them, then he will return. The gatekeeper of the underworld gave him amnesty to go and come back. When he went, he flew with his wife and lived for a very long time. Just as you cannot twist the fabric of reality, Death finally comes at last to Sisyphus and he died at old age. When he died, the god decided to give him a punishment of a big stone that he should be pushing uphill for the rest of time. Before we go forward, if you are enjoying this, hit the like button and subscribe. It helps the channel to grow. And this is what we do in this channel. We use myth, stories to explain truth about yourself. There was a philosopher who says one might imagine Sisyphus happy. With this punishment that he was given, one might think of him that he is happy. And I agree with him with a condition. Sisyphus could be happy with his life if he's not thinking about the task, if he's just doing it for the sake of doing it. And the legend says Sisyphus is doing the task for eternity. For Sisyphus to continue doing the task for eternity, it means Sisyphus is not thinking about the task. He's not paralyzed, he's not tired with overthinking, because if he's overthinking, he will be thinking, again, I should push this thing and this thing will come down and I will do it again. When will I stop? What is the meaning of this? Why me? And Sisyphus will be unhappy. Well, if Sisyphus see it as something normal, something as routine, and do not spend time overthinking about it, then Sisyphus is happy. And this could be related to us if we accept what is happening, if we stop demanding answers of everything, just like the man who was shot with an arrow, keep asking him questions till he died, we'll be able to navigate ourselves through the world and be happy. There will be a lot of things that we will not know the answer to, like what will happen tomorrow, what will happen next week, what if. There will be a lot of what if. But at the time, we have to shut our mind and focus on what we are doing at the moment. And one method that I found helpful is meditation, or you call it mindfulness, I don't know, but my own version of it is that I focus on my breaths. When I focus on my breaths, I try to intentionally block a lot of thoughts. It's really helped me, because I noticed that there is correlation between overthinking and procrastination. When you overthink, you think to the extent that you won't be able to do that task. And for that reason, I make a video explaining concepts using Pandora's box to decipher procrastination. My name is Ali Abdullahi, and this is The Apprentice Mind. Staying teachable is how we avoid destruction. If you find this video interesting, subscribe for more. This is where we use myth, story to explain what is going on in our head. Thank you very much. Until we meet again.